Well, if you'll remember, Peruvian Jones talked about that something happened after he witnessed the protest march.
Well, what happened was the day of the riot, it started shortly after the sun went down. I was snoozing on my couch in my second floor apartment in Iquitos, Peru. That's when the phone rang. I went to the phone. It was my landlord from downstairs. He said, "It's finally happening." I said, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "Go to the balcony." So I went to the balcony and flung the door open. And as soon as the door opened, I could hear the rat-tat-tat sound of automatic weapons, followed by the pinging sound of tear gas canisters going off. And I looked below and the people were going crazy. I went back inside and got on the phone. And I said, "What should I do?" He said, "You have to leave." I said, "Leave? Where am I going to go?" He said, "It doesn't matter. If they found out that you're a gringo, they may come after you." So I hung up the phone and left by the back door. I went down the back steps, negotiated a darkened alley, and finally arrived into the street. At this street, a haze of tear gas hung over the street. Young people were running to and fro, screaming at the top of their lungs. I thought, where can I go? And then I remembered the El Dorado Hotel was 3 blocks to my right, so I took off running in that direction. I managed to make the first 2 blocks okay, but in the third block, the third street was just filled with tear gas. So I put my hand over the mouth and took off running. When I finally arrived at the front door of the hotel, my eyes were burning and the door was locked. I banged on the door. "Open up, open up." Nothing. I peered inside. I could see way back in the back the figure of a young person. And so I banged on the door, harder this time. "Open up, open up." Eventually, a young man came to the door. He looked at me and he mouthed these words, "I can't open the door. My boss said he would fire me if I do." So I took out my wallet and showed him all the bills I had in my hand, which was about $68. And this was about 2 weeks' salary for him. He was thinking about it, and eventually he opened the door, and we went back to the back. He gave me the key to room 327. I raced up the stairs, flew down the hallway, and opened the door. Once inside, I locked the door. Then, just to be sure, I took a dresser from the wall and shoved it against the door. Then I fell to my knees, crawled to the window. There were fires everywhere. The indigenous people I had loved so much were rising. I crawled back to my bed and lay down and tried to sleep. I prayed to God. I said, "God, please, don't let me die tonight. I love these people so much. Don't let me die." Daylight finally came. I went to the window, and what I saw truly amazed me. Had there really been a riot last night, I wondered? In my next video, I will share with you what I saw.